What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Motortown. And if you were with us last episode, you know that we're in a little bit of debt. And I know that I could take my time paying it off and whatnot, but those payments are pretty high. And I don't want to wait that long. I want to get this thing paid off as soon as possible so I can concentrate on some other things. And because right now I'm a little low on money, I can't buy any new vehicles. So what I'm going to do is use what we have and do a little bit of a different run than I normally do, because as you all know, I usually do tow trucking and whatnot. Well, I'm pretty sure that you could make a decent penny running fuel. And so today I'm going to break out the old Titan here, and we are going to go on a fuel run to see how much I can make off of this so that I can get this loan paid off. And if I remember correctly, I owe about like 120, 130K. And I think I can make that back fairly quickly running fuel. So we're going to find out though. So let me get over to where I can fill this thing up with some fuel, and we'll see what kind of missions we have and then go from there. So let's see what we have available to us that makes the most sense. All right, so I have never been this far before. It says OG Lumber Mill, $1,100 for each, I guess, 10. It's 13 miles and 200%. I guess that means bonus. Not really sure what that extra means, but all right, so I think I could take it all. And that's still kind of leaves me a little bit of room, because I could do 40 and this should be able to handle it no problem. So is there any other place I can go that's going to this same area? I guess we could try this one too. So if I do 15, I should be able to get a contract out of it, I think. And I'm just under the gross overall weight, so it should be good. So let's try that and see how much we make off of it. I'm probably doing this completely wrong, but we're gonna find out. You're gonna learn with me. So just to recap, we are gonna drop off here, and then we have another drop off fairly close as well. So let's get to it. Running out of time. I want to get this thing paid off, and I want to see if this thing makes some money. Like I said, I know I've dabbled in some contracts before, so I have a basic understanding of how those things work. Let me see, is there a shorter way through this? Nope, just cutting through and going over. So it shouldn't... There should be contracts. I'm pretty sure you can get contracts with fuel, and I can make some extra money. And I think the contracts are based off of like size level, like 10 loads, 5, 50, whatever the case may be. So again, we're gonna find out. I'm learning a lot of this as I go, and you guys can scream into the monitor like, no, you're doing it wrong, or you're an idiot, and just let me know in the comments, because like I said, I am learning, and there's some things that I still don't know. So this is going to be a little bit long trek, but there's definitely some other jobs that I want to do with this as well today. But my main focus is to get this loan paid off as soon as possible, and then get the warehouse plans laid down so that I could start working towards getting it built. And look, I know that I do try to drive this thing fairly normal, but I don't have time, right? I'm on a crunch time, so I really want to get there, and I'm going to try to still drive safely, but I'm not waiting for AI either. So I think he's going around. And this truck, I know, like I said, I use this truck primarily for my wrecking service, but this is the only thing that I had that can do this type of job. So I have this thing pretty much in a good position to where it'll take these heavier loads and run with them no problem. Unlike previous episodes where the truck was completely underpowered and not prepared, this behemoth of a truck that I have is definitely set up for success when it comes to these types of journeys and treks. Like, this thing can get up and go. Dabo, get out of my way, because I will run you off the road. I don't care. But this truck is a little bull, all right, and it could pull. It's got the horsepower. Get that Jake brake going, because that can definitely help me in the future. I do have to be careful though, because I don't want to flip this thing and I don't want to get caught speeding. You know, we're the police when the AI are running like complete fools, right? Where are you then? Now, I've gotten stuck on this road before, like I said, with the Atlas. I think it was the Atlas, or that's what it's called anyway. The one where I was running the containers because that truck just is not set up for success, right? I have to do some upgrades, but this truck though should, and I say this, should be able to handle this stuff without any issue at all. This is, again, my behemoth, the monster of a truck here, and it can handle pretty much anything that I could throw at it. So yeah, and this truck is just taking these hills with absolutely zero issue whatsoever. All right, guys, pulling in here to get some gas. And we're off. Oh, we got a broke down vehicle too, man. It's definitely a job for the Brutus that I think can handle. I'm pretty sure the Brutus can handle it, depending on what weight is in there. So, and a couple people in the comments when I was asking about the Brutus, like, you know, versus the I think it's called the rotator. I call it the warship. You know, like, what, you know, why would I need the rotator? It looks like the Brutus, especially upgraded, could probably do mostly everything. I don't know if it could do a full load with the Atlas with coal. Again, I saw that in the comments. Like, I didn't even think about loadouts of some of these trucks. So yeah, that's a good point. And I mean, obviously the rotator can also lift things completely off the ground and get things, so maybe that helps with the damage effect, or just some things that the Brutus can't do when it comes to lifting. So I don't know, we'll have to experiment once we get there, but that's a long ways away. That truck is like over $500,000, and as you could see, I am not in a position to be buying anything right now, especially when there's so much that I want to buy, truck-wise as well. But like I said, hopefully this gives me a pretty penny, but we'll see. All right, we're coming up on our destination here, and this thing was able to do this No problem. Now, I did kind of mess up on the drop-offs, which I'll show you here in just a second, but I've never been here before, so... Alright, we got a cool little turnaround. Ooh, okay. Sweet. Alright, so before I jump out, let me park this thing, shut it off. Let me see what I have cargo-wise. So, I believe this is where I'm at, yeah. And I have 10 of them. So, let's see what kind of contract we have, if any. So, pick up, contract. Oh, crap. No contract for fuel. Oh, wait. Aha, there we go. Completion award is saying 33,000. Okay, so we'll select that. Your company member will receive a bonus for each delivery additional. Okay. Contract is signed. All right. So I'm assuming by that I should get like an extra $33,000. No, it says 1,100. Fuel 10, 11,000, 250 effective, and then I got a contract bonus of $1,100. Total payout was 13. So I got like crap. Okay. Why did I not get more? Oh no, contract completion, 33,000. Well, that works. This is how I screwed up, by the way. I should have stopped here first. Now it wants me to drive all the way up here and go here. But what I was thinking was, wouldn't it make more sense to go this way versus out and around? Or what about that? Is that possible? I don't know. I don't know if this truck can go that way. I think maybe that's the way to go. But I feel like if I go that way, I might get stuck. So I guess the only way to know is to do it, right? Like, that's the shortest route. Why would I want to go all the way around and come back down when I can just shoot across? That makes more sense. So that's what I'm gonna do. This may fail terribly, guys. It probably will, but you know what? My failures is better for you and the enjoyment of the episode. So let's fail together as a team, shall we? Well, actually, there's no team in this. It's just me and my stupidity alone. So we are going to do that. I'm more than likely just going to cut the video over to that little turn-off area, so that way you guys can experience that with me. So far, this little dirt road, though, that I'm on, dude, this Titan handles it no problem. But this is just a normal dirt road. It's not like an actual off-road road where that's what if I'm guessing correctly, that's what that map is showing. It ought to be interesting. Probably going to screw up. Probably going to make a mess of things, but hey, it is what it is. So let's get to it. I really thought that contractor was going to pay out additional, like, more. I mean, it was only 30K, but I mean, 30K is better than nothing, right? So anyway, I'm going to quit jibber jabbering, and I'll see you at that turn off, and then we'll explore that beautiful back road together and laugh at my silliness. So be right back. Okay, guys, so we are officially at this turn here. And what does this say? 4-wheel drive only. Yeah, I don't think this is a good idea. I think this is a bad idea. Yep, I think we're already establishing that this is a bad idea. I think maybe with a locked differential this would have done okay. But I'm not... I don't know if this is going to be smart. Because that looks like mud, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, I've seen this road. I don't think this is going to work. Yeah. Yep. Nope. Probably not. No. Yeah, no. No. All right, well, we learned something very quickly. That, I made a big boo-boo. And that this is not going to work out in my favor. So... Well, we got this thing successfully turned around, and I just learned a valuable lesson. That this off-road is definitely not gonna work. And I have to go the very long way, unfortunately. Which kind of sucks, but... it is what it is. So I'm not gonna make you guys drive with me. I'm gonna compete with all this traffic, and once we get over there, I'll cut back to the video so you can see what the contract is and how much I get paid, and then we'll go from there. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are finally over to our second destination. Where is the... there it is. Okay. So before I do that, I'm going to take this wide and going to make sure and see if there's any contracts. So I'm going to park this really quick. Let's double check how much we have in cargo. So we have 15 loads. Giggity. Contract. That's another 33. So what if I did that? 58. Oh, that's where your big money is. Running a 50. Well, that sucks. There you go. Put me up to 80. So fuel. So it's 10,000 for the total thing and 33,000 for the contract. All right. Now this thing's completely empty. So let me see if I can pick up any deliveries here. Well, this is on the way home, and that's 15. Yeah, I mean, if I'm on the way back home, I might as well do that, right? So we can go there. That's where the where my RV is. So let's do that. All right. Well, we're really not going very far, so you guys can stick with me. So yeah, the contracts definitely pay out, but it looks like, look at all this traffic. Good grief, this is insane. I don't even have it this high. Holy crap, it's 5 in the morning. Where are these people going? Whatever. Anyway, yeah, so the contracts definitely pay out, but I gotta do like the 50 loads or something. You know what I mean? Like 50 to 40. The, you know, 30,000 a pop. I guess that's not terrible, right? I mean, it already put me at $80,000. A couple more of these jobs of the fuel with the contracts can definitely get me to where I could pay that back fairly quickly. And I think the total was like 120 or something. So we're really not that far away from paying it back off. And now that this is this little buffer, at least I'm not going into any type of like negative. So that's always good. I don't think I'm going to really get much out of this little run. But again, this is already kind of on the way back. That's the only reason why I took it. It's right here. I might as well, if I'm already gonna drive that way, which I know I could technically just like despawn, why not make a little bit extra cash, right? Doesn't, and I'm going right down the road. I mean, I'm already here. So, and I again, just to, gonna cut over so I don't get hit by a car. I'm pretty sure there's no contract bonus, but Again, I'm learning with you guys, so I'm gonna hop out and just double check. Yeah, there's not. That's just a... It's just a drop off, so... Okay. I don't know what I... Oh, okay. I was like, why did that just go off? Yeah. So a little bit, like $2,000. That basically made the installment pay for me. Alright, so... Let me shut this off really quick and let's assess the situation. What I think I'm going to do is despawn, spawn back at home, grab the Brutus, knock out some of these things because I can make it's an extra, you know, like that's an easy $10,000 probably. Same thing here, quick $10,000, and I think that one was a little difficult. So let's see what we can get ourselves into. But we've already established and learned fuel contracts are key and big money. You just got to take the right contract and have enough fuel in it going to one place. So that's what I got to practice on. But so let's go to the hometown, home base, and we shall get the Brutus and start doing some work. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are rolling up on scene to this, if I remember, it's like a box truck, I think? Not 100% sure. I don't recall. But we're going to find out. Like I said, we're going to try to make some quick and easy money, because usually these things are fairly quick and easy to do and always fun to do. Oh no, it's that Kira flatbed. That's what it is. So, and it's on its roof. Should be interesting. So let's pop on our caution lights here and let's see how we want to do this. How do we want to do this? Let's see, boom up and boom out. Because I want to get this thing elevated as much as possible. So what I think I want to do is try to attach that winch and roll it over. That should be the easy play to this. Is it too high? There we go. Terrible angle. I'm gonna try that. So let's throw it in reverse there. We will get the controller. I'm gonna try to bring the boom up. Oh, and I can use it right from here. Okay. Pick up this controller again. Oh, it's not good. All right, so what we'll do... Actually, before I do that, put that down. And I'm gonna have to position this now. I think over here, and I can just like winch to it and pull it to get it on its wheels. And there you go. There we go. Hook in. And we should be good. I don't think it's too high. Ooh, actually. We'll go boom down, tilt up. There you go. 10% cargo damage, okay. Doesn't look like it's too high. I never checked the wheels, and I'm not going to because why not? And we're going right down the road. And just go slow. Just at first. This should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. So, like I said, we are right down. You know what? Now I'll take you with the ride, right? We're not going far. We're not going that far. And I think I've cut a lot of footage anyway. Again, this is all pre-edited, so I don't know what stays in, what stays out. And I do all my own editing. So, that's why you know it's terrible. So yeah. Not a bad little job. Like I said, I'm guessing with the 10% damage, this should clear an easy, like, I don't know. Let's take a guess. I say about 8 grand for everything. Like I said, we are right down the road. Not very far. Ooh. All right. Yeah, I don't want to. I know I'm trying to get it quick. Oh, there's that 11% damage. Son of a. That's my fault. Going too fast. Gotta ease her down. Ease her down. Let's bring this in here. Slow it down. Instead of flying in here like a NASCAR pit stop. There we go. All right. Not bad. 7,800. Fairly easy job. Not terrible. Got it done, right? So unhook. And I'm actually just going to leave it all as is. We'll shut this door. Let's check out the map really quick. And I guess let's go do this box truck here. So we could do the box truck and the Dumba. Or Dumby? Dumba. I'm a Dumba. Alright. Box truck it is. Let's do this. Let's Leroy Jenkins this bad boy. Because we just drove literally almost the same location. I'm not going to make you guys drive again. You know the deal by now if you've been here long enough and checked out my other videos. I will cut over there and meet you back, and we'll see what kind of situation we got once we get on scene. So, be right back. Alright guys, we are arriving on scene, and it looks like this is just kind of sitting off to the side. Yep. Alright. Well, this looks fairly easy. I'll get out and assess it just in case, but let's back her up and get it ready just in case this is as simple as it looks. So let's see, we'll tilt this down. There you go. And we'll go hook up, tilt up, boom up. Probably tilt this up just a little bit more. I'll probably just. All right, let's hop in the truck here. And 0 cargo damage. That's what I love to see. Where are we taking this bad boy? Literally right down to the Gosen truck dealership. So let's get this thing where it needs to go. I would say, and what am I hitting? It's that back tire, isn't it? Oh, yeah, look at that 3% damage. Oh, I'm such a fool. You know what? I'm a dope. I really, really am. I should be grabbing this from the rear. Right? Wouldn't that make more sense? Let's try it. We're gonna set that down. We're gonna put the boom down. We're gonna unhook it. And I'm gonna see if grabbing this thing from the rear end makes more sense, because I just put 3% damage. I mean, I know it's only 3%. Not the end of the world, but at least I'll know in the future, dealing with cures and whatnot, if maybe the rear end's where it's at. That should be good. Alright. Now that should not be a problem. So we'll tilt that up just so it's off the ground. And then that way nothing in the front should hit. That's not touching. And the boom shouldn't hit anything, so we're good. Get out in front of this. I think it's a Mustang or something. Yeah, that seems to be the play. All right. Ooh. Yep. Yeah, I figured because the Kiras have that little spare tire that hang down, it doesn't let you get a lot of clearance. Not that you really, I guess, need that much clearance on these things, but I think it's just easier to drag it from the rear end, just because the front end has way more clearance. All right, guys. There goes another installment loan. And I think that's in the box. Should be. Tilt down. 10 grand. That's with 3%. I could have got more, probably around 11. So not too bad. Well, guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I know I said I wanted to get the plans down today on my property, but again, we have a lot to do, and I want to get that loan paid off as soon as possible. I'm almost there. I just need like a couple more jobs, and that should do it. Maybe we'll do some more contracts next episode. I don't know, but the main thing is getting that thing paid off and good to go. Then we'll drop those plans, and we will start focusing on getting our garage built. Thank you all for checking out the videos, for liking, subscribing, all that fun stuff. I greatly appreciate it. The comments have been overwhelmingly supporting for you guys that have been reoccurring and coming back to watching this stuff. So I thank you for coming with me on this and learning as I go, and we're just going to keep at it and keep making some more videos. So again, thank you all, and I'll see you at the next one.